Let's get it going with some Top That Trade. Joining us are traders Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network News contributor, and Alan Knuckman, the Chief Market Strategist at BullseyeOption.com. Looking good, guys. Round number one, selling soon. Stocks are still in record territory. Is this market a sell signal?
Well, I've always said that you can never sell too soon. Any money that you make is more money than you had before. You're never going to pick the bottom and sell the top. But you're seeing some uncertainty selling probably with events ahead of us. We don't know how the market's going to react. And as a trader, that uncertainty is the worst thing. And what's bad about that is we're not able to execute our trading plan as efficiently because there could be a very binary event ahead of time. So it depends on your personality. Some people would rather be out of the market and miss an opportunity. If you're out, you can always look to get back in. But if you're in and something happens, you can't control your risk. That's a very uncomfortable event for everybody.
We had a spooky sell-off on Halloween, partly because it's the end of the month, right? And we had record profits. And let's face it, going into the month of November, we have so much uncertainty, right? You know, the election, you name it. And really, too, a little bit of concern about these companies not being able to live up to the built-up expectations in their earnings that we've seen in the stock market. Now, over time, the stock market, the earnings have been great, but they have a lot to live up to, and that's why we're nervous.
Round two, lift the laggard. The oil market is dripping and dropping. What will it take to give the oil market a lift?
Find out who's the next president of the United States, right? And believe it or not, Standard Chartered, one of the biggest oil traders in the world, basically admitted ahead of the U.S. election that nobody wanted to be long oil. In fact, they wanted to be selling oil ahead of the election. And now they're saying that the risks are skewed to the upside. And then after the election, they're going to feel more confident to buy. So did some of these big oil traders, put their buying on hold ahead of the election because they didn't want to be perceived as influencing the outcome of an election? We're going to find out, but it was a very interesting note by Standard Chartered.
You know what's interesting is follow your own instincts. And when you finally decide to give up on something, that's usually the time it goes. So I've been disappointed again and again and again by oil, but it's essentially unchanged in the last year. It just can't get an upside breakout and any follow through. So it's been disappointment. But if you use good risk control, it's been very manageable.
Round number three, last chance sectors. What S&P spiders are good to go into crawling into the end of the year?
All right, I've always said when in doubt, zoom out. So look long term. And if you look at the energy sector, XLE is actually up 50% in the last 5 years. So it's not the worst out of those 11 spider sectors. The worst has been real estate. XLRE is only up 11% over the last 5 years. So it's got the best risk reward. And we're sitting at about 44 now. The highs were at 50 back in 2021. A full V recovery like we've seen in every other stock and sector would send us to 65, which is 50% up above.
I still think energy stocks is the place to be. They've been undervalued. They're making a lot of money, most of them. And there's going to be a lot more purchasing of companies by other companies. So there's a lot of takeover targets in the energy space right now. I think that's going to be the story in the new year as we start the big bull market in the next year.
Here's your bonus round question for today. Election ticker time. Which one of the following is a true ticker? Is it poll, P-O-L-L, get out the vote, GOTV, or USA?
The one I like is ENUF. Enough. I've had enough. Enough of this. But
GOTV is the real ticker.
USA.
The answer is USA, but both could be considered winners. Well played. Business First AM. We'll be right back.
Woo-hoo, there you go. That was going to be my second choice. Congratulations.
Never go wrong picking USA.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.